The button is pushed.
The wrong button!
Nice. Cool. So, last we left off, Isdell and Spirit were having a bit of a row. Isdell had scared some people away. Spirit had finally succumbed to Ivory Drop's fourth hold person of the day. And she's kind of.
If you try hard enough, eventually it'll work.
Yeah, she's kind of in the middle of you two now. Spirit is frozen in place, but it's glaring daggers at Isdell, from a spot just below Ivory's wings as she kind of stands there. And we are on Little Spout's turn in the initiative.
That's right.
I mean, running away. Run away now.
Go ahead and move yourself wherever.
That would be easier to do if you sheriff's pig, so I had any idea where I am. The other question is if there is a obvious source of the fear, can I stop running once I can no longer detect the source of the fear?
Yeah, you're just pretty much running from Isdell because he was the scary source of the fear, but, I mean...
Well, in that case, Little Spout is far enough away, panting in terror. Steady sheet. I think we're safe. I think we're safe. What are we running from? I don't know, but it was really scary.
I don't, was this 4 rounds or 4 minutes?
It was minutes, I think.
Yeah, so,
yes, but Little Spout feels relatively safe because she cannot see and or hear the thing that scared her.
Right.
But anyway, that was Little Spout's turn.
It is Spirit's turn. Who gets herself another will save. Versus Miss Ivory Drop's DC. Let me pull up her sheet right here. I should enable that thing that lets me just have pop out windows by clicking them. There we go. That'll make my life easier. Spirit's character sheet, defenses, and will save. Oh, she's still frozen. That's what she does. Isdell, it is your turn.
It is my turn, huh?
It is. And Ivory Drop is glaring daggers at you, but more to get you to stop, and Spirit is just glaring daggers at you because she is currently very much not happy with you at the moment.
Well, as much as I want to, I won't do the thing I really want to do.
Oh?
I'll say... I was just going to, You know what? I was just going to use Arcane Mark. That's all.
Oh?
Yeah. I was going to walk over to her. Let's see. 5, 10. I'm just going to walk here.
And Ivory Drop would get an attack of opportunity. Just
okay.
saying. And she would take it.
I'm not... Okay. I guess. I mean...
She is going to attempt to trip you partway there.
Okay.
Because she's a piece of crap like that. And she's currently trying to get you to stop, but...
I mean, she wouldn't trip me until I moved 5 feet, right?
Yeah, that first diagonal is where she would trip you at.
Okay.
Oop-a-doop-de-doo.
She could attempt to trip you as soon as you exited a threatened square.
I don't think
against my CMB. No.
Yeah,
that's not very good.
That didn't do it.
Oh dear.
I'm just going
actually, that is terrible enough that I think she risks being tricked in return. Let me check that real fast. That was really bad. Also,
she's effectively she was effectively trying to put out a hoof saying, no, wait, you stop right, hey!
Yeah. And you just kept walking through the hoof and she ended up on the ground. If your attack fails...
If you don't have a trip, if they don't have an improved trip.
Oh, there is... Wait, but this was an attack opportunity. Oh god! Kids... Anyway, what's your CMD? That's the first one.
22.
Oh god. So she failed by 10 or more, so she is knocked prone instead. So yes, essentially she puts out her hoof, you keep walking, and just kind of, she falls over. Very embarrassing, really.
Cool. Well, I'm just going to reach out with my paw, put my hand on the spirit's side, and cast Arcane Mark. And I'm just gonna put a simple dagger on her side that's invisible. However, because of how Arcane Mark works, if anything that can do detect magic hits it, it will glow a bright purple on her side.
Hang on 1 second.
It lasts a month.
Why are you marking her?
Because it'll make her thieving harder.
Wow.
Because anytime a detect magic spell of any kind hits her, it will make that mark glow super bright.
And what did you leave? What does the mark look like?
It's just a dagger.
Nice. Steady shoot. We get to your turn.
Oh, I'm not done yet.
Oh.
I still have movement.
Oh.
Let's see, 5, 10. I'm just gonna jump over her really quickly.
Are you allowed to use a movement after you have moved and then used an action?
You have a
Yeah.
swift and a free action left if you would like to use either of those.
This isn't 5e where you get to move your
okay.
distance throughout the turn. I think Pathfinder 2 has that too, right?
Possibly.
What?
Anyway.
Moving in the middle of
I
your
did
turn?
not know.
No.
So that is where you are stuck.
Can you drink a potion as a swift action?
No.
Okay.
It's a move to pull out the potion and a standard to drink the potion.
I know that there's a thing for like alchemists, like a feat for that, but.
Well, that's all I'll do.
Steady shoot. It is your turn.
All right. So I guess I'm still running away. I don't get any saves for this.
Well, you don't have to keep running. We had just gone over that.
I didn't know if that was the actual rules or if that was the
It's
just
more
sort of
like
what
the
you thought
source
made
of fear
sense.
is no longer in sight, nor are they shouting at each other at this exact moment, because one half of the shouties have been silenced, more or less.
Okay, so I just have a magical compulsion to flee from the thing if I see it.
So well, I'll start looking it up.
Hmm.
But yeah.
Meanwhile,
Get to Ivory Drop's turn.
she does.
Okay. So I guess I'm gonna go over here then, since I can move, but I don't know where to move to. So
You're just gonna hang out with Little Spout.
I guess.
Nice. And Ivory Drop would stand up, and she would turn to you, Isdell. Bonk. Gives you a glare. And see here.
She would know what I cast, wouldn't she?
Oh yeah, she 100% knows what you cast. Like 110%. And she is not going to... Hang on. Be very nice about this. Unfortunately. I'm just making sure I'm doing this right. Alright, so her base attack bonus. Nice. This is going to be painful. Maybe. Now, Ivory Drop, she takes out her book. This would give you an attack. Actually, no. She's going to cast defensively, so I gotta roll a thing for her really quick. Because she has a feat, she might as well use it, right? Right. So, concentration check. Oop. Oh yeah, she's able to do this. Alright. So, Isdell, give me a will save. Because what you see is a couple arcane symbols start floating up from Ivory Drop's book as she starts muttering some spelly words. And that was not enough on the will save as you fail it. And you just kind of start feeling your paws like lift off the ground. As you seem to be kind of hovering up a little bit. And you are now flying this way. Hang on, let me make sure I'm gonna get this distance right. Per cast level. Nice. So she is just going to violently hurtle you. Bonk. Up to this wall. Oof. And you are going to take some damage for that as you literally just fly over there.
Oh, here it is. So it actually is. Wait. Oh, that's frightened. Never mind. Oh, no, it's also for panic. Yay! Yes, once they're out of sight or hearing of the source of the fear, they can act as they want.
And
Okay, then cool. So I am out of the source. At 2 minutes, at however long it was, it's probably going to be for a very long time until we actually have waiting.
We can now have a conversation. The biggest pone and the smallest pone.
how much do you weigh, Isdal?
Including equipment?
Yes.
That's a rough question because Roll20 is all sorts of messed up with the bag of holding.
Your bag of holding has a set weight.
Right, but it doesn't subtract the weight from all the equipment you have.
Well, no.
That would be too easy.
If you have everything in your bag of holding, though, what level of bag of holding is it?
It's a bag of holding 1. I don't have that much. I don't own that much stuff
It's
in the first
15
place.
pounds on top of your normal weight.
Okay.
And your
So,
armor, if any.
just a misroll shirt. So I have like all my daggers. I have like 90% of this stuff in there. I think I only have 4, 8, 18 pounds plus 15. Hold on. 18 plus 15. What the fuck? Can I just open my calculator?
I just need to know this for reasons.
Yeah, I know. I'm pulling it up. Give me a second. I gotta. So 291 pounds total.
291. Let's see. That. All right. So you are going to take 11d6 of damage as she hurls you toward this bookcase.
Okay.
That's 34 total. And she
Oh,
shouts
oh.
after you, stepping right over here. Front of Spirit. I said stop! She like puts out a wing towards you.
I just yelled back. I was just concluding our game of tag.
Yeah, she squints at you.
Go ahead and ask her when she's not paralyzed or when she's not held anymore.
And as the free action, I think. Hang on, let me make sure that is old person. Yeah, she could just stop concentrating on that. So she just kind of gives a squint. She stops the symbols on her book that had been kind of hovering just above the pages that were holding Spirit slowly go back down into the page, and Spirit starts moving again. You just hear Spirit from the back. You fucker! And we go to Darkfire's turn.
Alrighty, having no idea about any of that. So
in this room, to catch you up, Darkfire, you had entered this room. There seems to be a bunch of flasks. Upon slightly closer inspection, there seems to be some kind of shimmering oil leaking from the flasks, and a golem, an iron one specifically, on the other side of the room started like whirring back to life with a kind of drunken stupor about it.
A drunken stupor.
Yeah, I believe it shouted at you. I forgot the exact words, but it had shouted drunkenly at you.
Yeah, because it's like I repeated the words that I saw on the wall or floor or something. But it doesn't. Does it seem to be coming at me hostilely?
It does.
Like in a hostile manner?
I'm glad you asked. It does.
All right. Well, I know what I'm going to do. Give me...
Oh. And what is that?
I'm going to be casting Swarm Skin. In a moment of panic after getting hit by that trap.
Nice.
So, of course, my internet's also being slow tonight for some reason. There we go. Alrighty, so this time you might need to make a few tokens for me for this. I am turning into.
You had. I was waiting to see if you'd mentioned it, but you had not. He does get an attack.
I'm going to also be casting defense.
Ooh. You know, I'll let it slide this once, but you got to remember that in the future.
I will remember in the future.
Give me that concentration check.
I'm glad I took that feat.
Yep, you are good to go.
Alrighty, so I am turning into 1 wasp swarm and 2 spider swarm.
Oh, how fancy.
Yep, because the way this spell works is I get a number of levels equal to my caster level, and, well, there's a little chart. And depending on what I turn into, I can turn into multiple swarms.
You said 1 wasp swarm, 1 spider swarm?
1 wasp, 2 spider.
Oh, spider. Bonk. 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 Hang on 1 second. Controlled by John. Just like that?
Yep.
You should have control over them. I added him toward the bottom of initiative. Actually, I'm going to bring him up to yours because I believe you were at the bottom of initiative. Start answer. Bonk. There we go.
Alrighty, so
Okay.
let's see. The wasp swarm has a movement of 40 fly speed anyway, and spiders have climbing speed. Alright, so you said I heard the voice coming from inside the golem, right?
Yeah, it's like a tinny golem-y voice that you've heard before from other iron golems, but like it happens from within like the tin. Like the mouth doesn't move, but it just sounds like it's deep within the suit.
Alrighty, and does he seem damaged other than drunken?
He does not seem damaged. In fact, he seems in rather pristine condition, other than the fact that he looks... He has a timbre about him that would suggest a drunk golem.
That's the worst kind.
This may have been a mistake. Okay, so... For now, basically all my flesh just turns into insects, leaving behind my armor and bones, and they all just kind of scatter away. The spiders crawl up onto the walls, and the wasp swarm zooms down the hallway.
Nice. And as soon as the lights come on, they scatter.
Already. Oh, it looks like I'll need light benefits for my
You
swarm.
wasps get dark vision.
Ah, this is right, huh? Because the stuff, because the things I normally get for me doesn't. I'll get back to you on that, but for now, assume.
Gotcha.
Yes, wasp swarms have a dark vision of 60, and spiders have a dark vision of 60 and tremor sense of 30.
Gotcha. Well, it will take me just a second to change those, but in the meantime, while I'm both adding light
So that's
and vision
all
to
I'm
your,
doing.
then
Except for the wasp swarm went down that.
Gotcha. We go to start answer then.
Okay, well, I'm just going to continue leading the Sphinx out. It was trapped in here.
Ah, the Sphinx. Well, as you kind of start going, he looks back, just kind of says, "I think, are they fighting? Why are we? I know, okay." And he kind of puts up his paws. I know you're trying to help me, but maybe I can help them. He kind of points back to where Isdell and Spirit were getting into the row. Least I could do to help.
I mean, you could try, but I really think this is kind of a personal problem that they have with each other.
Kind of looks plaintively over. Well, he kind of taps his paws together. I can certainly wait, at the very least.
Well, if you're willing, I will protect you as best I can. This should be a fairly safe area here.
And he sits down and starts tending to his wounds. He does have a small grimoire of his own. He kind of like opens up and looks like he's starting to study a couple spells. And if anything, looking over his shoulder, start answer, you notice that he is somewhat of he appears to be a novice, some sort of caster on his own. All right.
Well, I'll just sit there near him, then, being alert.
Now, Iron Golem's turn. Now, question for you, Darkfire.
Answer.
Your swarms get targeted, does that affect your health?
No, actually. Well, they'll get targeted and they can be destroyed, but then it's like they just kind of return to me. And once all swarms are destroyed, then they all return to my body and I'm back. However, here's the bad part, is if you destroy my skeleton, I remain as swarms until my skeleton is restored in like a life-restoring manner. So.
Gotcha.
And then if all my swarms die when I'm like that, then I die.
Gotcha. Well, he's certainly attacking where you used to be if your skeleton is still standing there. Those are minus 4
I don't think these spider. Let me see how much strength the spider storm has.
The only the second attack would hit if anything, but subtract off 5 from that.
Subtract 5 from which one?
The 38.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, that would hit just a little.
You are impacted.
Now let me check something because I can't really defend myself as a skeleton. Already, it doesn't really say anything about well, it says I know if my bones are destroyed, but it doesn't say anything about health for those.
David, we need you. David? David? The silver is gone.
Oh no.
Well,
looks like we'll have to turn to gold.
Let's I'm gonna have him attack this swarm right here then instead, just for now, because we know the specific rules of that one.
Okay.
Oop,
so, well, The spider swarm is immune to weapon.
Oh yeah, because it's a swarm. Look at you.
Yup.
Look at you go. And
Didn't really expect to be using this spell as a sort of defense, but I.
I'm sorry, I got drawn away for a moment.
Ah.
David.
Yes,
We were in
that
need
is
of
my
a-
name.
We were in need of a rules lawyer.
Oh,
Ask her a question.
So-
let me put on my fancy suit. Okay.
Alright, so I cast a swarm skin in response to being almost attacked by this golem and turned
Okay.
into 3 different swarms.
Yep,
Now,
your
I know-
swarms.
Now, however, it says I always know if my bones are destroyed, but it doesn't really say anything about. I don't really know the health of perhaps a skeleton or bones that are left behind.
You know, intact, not intact. At least that is specifically the information it gives you. It's swarm skin, right?
Correct.
All right, I'll just pull it up so I can actually have the legal document in front of me. Blah, 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 blah.
And it'll be down in the bottom paragraph if you're on the PFSRDs.
Yeah, so all it tells you is if the bones have been destroyed. That's all it tells you.
Oh, okay, so there's no like specific health for bones or anything.
No, man, you don't even technically know where your bones are if you actually like lose track of them.
Alrighty, that's what I was wondering. Okay.
So if somebody picks up your bones and moves them to another room, and it's like, wait, I know I left them here. Well, they're
Alright.
not broken. Hooray!
Not yet. I may have accidentally left all my bones and stuff in front of the golem.
The golem decided that was something to do something with.
Wait, so sorry, I missed what the verdict was. Sorry,
So
The
basically-
only information you have is destroyed and or not destroyed, and that's it.
cool.
Yeah.
Wow.
So my spider swarms will stay there, but if you just want to give me the dark vision on the wasp swarm, that's fine.
Shall do. Little spout, we get to your turn.
Wait, do you ant swarms or other? Well, what swarm are you?
Okay, so I used it. I turned into 2 spider swarms and 1 wasp swarm.
Okay, because I don't believe those have dark vision.
They do.
Oh, the
Wasp-
wasp swarm does, and
Yep,
spider
and then
swarm.
Spider swarm has the same.
Oh, it does
60
too.
feet.
Oh, it even has tremor sense. Ooh, fancy.
Indeed.
Okay, so yes, dark vision, all of it. Oh wait, no, that's Pathfinder 2. Meanwhile, Little Spout is busy sharing her notes with Steady Shoot while glancing off in the direction of the ultimate fear. You think they're okay? And that's about all that Little Spout is doing.
Steady shoot.
I must apologize. I think I must have left my wasp swarm in a.
What's
I
that?
can't move it.
Bonk.
Little Spout was nervously asking, you think they're okay? Glancing over at the super scary thing that she can't quite identify.
Uh, I don't know.
This isn't fair. An adventure is never supposed to be scared, he says, clopping a hoof down.
Mm. That's basically what the response is. Annoyed.
Grunt.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. What you said.
Alright. And we get to Spirit's turn. Takes just a 5-foot right here. Looks at you herself. And somewhat weighing her chances against Ivory Drop, who had literally just flung you into this bookshelf. She takes a breath. Stop fighting you for now. Given that our friend has our best interest at heart. And she gives Ivory Drop an almost simpering look. But do not think this ends here, cat. She turns around, and I would say that ends initiative. Well, for I suppose for that ends initiative for this little section. I kind of have to keep initiative going because John has gotten himself into a pickle.
I'm sorry.
Isdell, it is your turn.
Okay, I'm going to down a potion of Cure Serious Wounds. And I heal 27 off the first potion.
Nice.
Because I make 3 of those a morning.
Good thing that came in handy.
The monsters were all dead when we were made to fear, right? Or the monsters we could see.
Yeah, we didn't see any monsters around.
Right. But like I think you did say that that we don't know what frightened us. Is that what it? Or is that just how your character's reacting to it?
We know where this fear came from. It was obviously something like right behind our friend. I don't know what was behind them, but oh my god, that was really scary.
Okay. Right, but we should probably need to go back.
But what if it's still there? I don't want to run again. I look silly.
Is there like a compulsion for me not to actually do anything like that, or can I run into it?
No. You can walk right back in until you say, "Oh God," and then you run away.
All right. Well, I'm going to try that then.
So
what's the fear thing?
The very moment you see the person who cast the spell, you're going to go, "No."
Yeah. Who's that?
Isdell?
Me.
Where is Isdell?
Well, if
in
you
a
don't
corner,
see
it'll be
Isdell,
behind
you're
the
fine.
Well, I don't know what he looks like. He's not the cat icon. No, he's not.
No.
Okay, so hold on. Let me count my movement. I have 40 movement, I think.
That sounds legit.
Well, like I've got I am big, so I get less movement, but I'm a barbarian, so I get more movement again. All right, so I'm gonna go over here. I'm like, okay, where's the thing that attacked us?
And the Sphinx next to Star Dancer that you guys had kind of rescued, kind of points off in the room over here. Steady shoot that way.
Okay.
And kind of gives a shrug. I think they're going at it. They sound like they've calmed down a bit.
Okay. I get over here to Ping Wing, and then like, okay, what are everything handled in there?
Pingwing is looking around the corner with like big eyes, and he's like taking furious notes. And he looks back, and he just like he looks down at his note. Huh? No, and he closes his book. I think they're doing fine. He nods.
Oh, that's good. All right, so I'm gonna end my turn here before I vaguely saunter back into the area.
Ivory Drop gives a nod to Spirit, who seems to have dropped for the conflict. Comes up to you. And you! Are you done?
Yeah, I think so, unless she's not done.
I am going to roll an insight, if that is a true statement.
Okay.
Now,
Insane. What is this,
statement?
5th edition?
It is a true statement. If she's not done, then I will continue, but if she's done, I'm done.
Cool. Just for the sake of it. Still rolling. Boop.
I mean, if I wanted to bluff, it'd be pretty hard to detect if I was bluffing. I mean, I have a plus 16 to bluff, so.
I mean, there's certain spells she has.
Oh, yeah.
Darkfire.
Yeah.
Your wasp has run into a door. Might be a little hard.
Is there? Yeah, and I take it there's no like border around the door or anything. It's like the other metal doors we found.
That specific door. If I open up my notes here. Room 27 is indeed a very obviously, that you can see anyway, locked door.
And there's no like openings around it that I could have like a diminutive sized wasp get through.
Not more than one or two, no. Like, there's little cracks in the wood, but like there wouldn't be like the whole swarm just swarming through them in the matter of 6 seconds.
How many seconds would you say it would take to get a whole swarm through there?
Well, judging by how bees and wasps swarm, it would take like a good minute or two.
About a minute? Okay. That door.
That door.
Is that pretty much the same?
Let's see here. That one is. If I can get to it anyway. That door does look stuck, so that one's even less accessible than the other one because it's weird on its hinges and it kind of closes off any of the ways forward because of how awkwardly it's placed.
That's right. Are there any sorry, actually no this. So as a flying thing, can I use my action to quote unquote dash? Or do I only get the so can I like dash as a flying thing?
I think you can, right, David?
What are you trying to do?
You could dash while
Like
you
double
fly.
move as a flying?
Yes. If you have a movement type, you can do all the standard movements with it. You can double move.
Yeah.
You can run. You can dance if you want
The
to.
only
but then
thing
you have
about the only thing about flying is if you move less than half your base fly speed, you have to make a fly check or fall to the ground.
to hover. Yes, you have to
Yeah.
hover. Also, if you make any sharp turns, that makes a fly check.
Yep.
Oh, any sharp turns?
That's
Okay.
just the way it is.
Alrighty. Like, what if it's like even so? Like a fly speed of good has to do that as well, or like what does that mean when it says good, clumsy, or?
So
That affects your fly.
average gives you it affects your fly check. Average has a +0 to your fly check. Anything below that is -4, -8, and above that is +4, +8.
So what are you good?
Yeah. Wasp
That's
Swarm has
+4.
that fly good. Sweet. Alrighty. Well, I'm going to actually have my wasp swarm try to start making it back to the group.
Now, mind you, if the wasp swarm already has a fly skill listed, you should just use that. Oh wait,
Yeah.
but are you literally just using the stats of the wasp swarm? Then yeah, just use that skill that it has listed.
Alrighty. And then I move through this open.
As I know, wasps are good enough at flying. They can usually hover, which is good because a wasp that couldn't hover is a weird wasp.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. There you go. There's the thing on moving fly.
Cool. Thank you. And Ducky.
Yep.
I'm having the wasps move through this opening.
What size the wasp? What size are they?
Diminutive.
Just the wasps, not the spiders.
Gotcha.
Okay, diminutive. Then they actually get another +6 to their fly check.
Well, they end up with +11. Good for them.
Yep.
Alrighty, so
So they have a fairly easy time to hover and stuff.
alrighty, the wasp swarm gets there, and that's going to be it for my turn. And actually,
Nice.
and this spider swarm starts moving down the hallway.
And what's their dark vision again?
Their dark vision is also 60. This spider swarm will kind of crowd around on my bones so that they know where it's at all.
That's fair.
All right, now that's my turn.
Gotcha. Well, the golem has had enough of your swarmies. And being a golem, fortunately for swarms, he has a breath weapon that he is going to use on you.
Oh.
Now, let's see. It is a poison breath weapon, so I have to ask David, do poison stuff have an effect on Swarm? I believe it is an area of effect, but it's more of a save than a not thing, so I have to ask.
It is an effect that can target more than one thing, and not a specific number of things, so it would affect a swarm normally.
Wow. A fortitude save is needed.
You can, I mean, that's kind of how beekeepers work. You can put smoke at them. No.
Alrighty, it looks like a storm takes half again as much damage from the spells.
Yes, but this is not a spell. Well, I mean, it's not a damaging thing. It's a make a save thing.
It's a supernatural ability anyway, so.
Alright, so fortitude save, right?
You can do it.
I don't suppose that makes it.
That does not. So you will take 3 points of constitution damage. Or poison.
Okay.
Ahaha. And we get to Little Spout.
The littlest of spouts does not see anything that scares her. I mean, that was so silly anyway. Like, there could be anything that could possibly scare Little Spout. Harumph, harumph. Do you see it? She asked. Steady shoot.
No. Pingwing says it's fine. Yeah.
Oh.
I'm
Okay. Well, we did it.
Pingwing says things look
Yay!
like
She
they're
pops
coming
like
down.
Little Spout is doing a victory dance.
At a club, apparently.
Alright. Is that your turn then, Little Spout?
Well, I mean, the victory dance might take a while.
That's fair. Oh, Spirit, on the other hand, would turn. Just kind of walk on her own. She gives you a kind of glare, Isdell, as she walks by. Kind of goes up to here. Turns a little bit. Looks to the people who are kind of on the outside of this door. What are you looking at? Seems generally somewhat peeved.
Well, trying to figure out what's going on. I thought we were attacked by something.
Isdell is being your typical cat over there. Ask him. And she walks by you guys, going in here. There is Darkfire. And she's looking.
All right.
Oh, hello, Spirit. Wait.
She just kind of gives a casual wave, like with one of the wings.
Are we back to being friends now?
Isdell certainly is not. And speaking of Isdell, it is his turn.
Well, I'm going to first down another potion. Heal him at 22 health. And let me mark that. And then I'm going to I guess go up to here.
Oh boy. So, Steady Shoot and Little Spout, you do, Steady Shoot firstly more than Little Spout.
Is that a concentration thing?
No.
Fear?
I don't think so.
Oh! Let me double check.
Thanks.
I completely forgot about that, actually.
Yeah, that's why they were being scared this whole time, is because of you.
Yeah, I'm not really sure why you did it, but you did it.
It doesn't have a D next to it, so you are just kind of,
You are just a constant source of fear.
Quick, someone make me invisible. That'll make you go away, right?
You would also need to be silent.
I'm just really quickly. It was cause fear, right?
Yes.
Ah, that is 1d4 rounds or 1 round.
Wait. Was
No,
it
no,
cause
no.
fear?
It was the spell fear.
Oh, just fear.
It is 1 round per level or 1 round if the will save succeeds.
Now it's 1 round per level?
Yeah.
Okay, that's a lot better than the minutes I was hearing.
Okay, yeah, so that was like, I think we got through like 3 rounds last session, and then how many rounds do we have this one? 1,
We still have more rounds.
3, another 3. We're about
I mean, if
6
we're going
rounds.
round by round, I'm definitely still feared because if it's measured in minutes, then we're going to need dozens of rounds.
No,
Apparently,
it's
it's measured in rounds.
What's that?
1 round per level.
Oh, okay.
So 11 rounds total. A minute, not several minutes.
Okay.
So hooray for that.
And that spell still doesn't have the D next to it, so you're just kind of stuck.
Yeah.
Anyway, so the fear triggers unless I get another resist.
Yep. And it still starts coming at you. Kind of walking along. I don't know what it was.
Is he coming from this? From here?
I literally walked right
Yeah,
next
so,
to you, right between you
You
two.
would have seen him start walking this way. What were you
Right,
gonna
right.
do?
Am I going to be able to react before he gets behind me, or?
I'm going to say that yes, this like you are reacting currently to him walking through. this
Right.
way.
So I immediately, unless I get a, you said yeah, but that wasn't clear. Do I get another save or not?
No.
No, you do not.
Okay. Boo boo boo. I skedaddle. I'm out. No, wait. I can no longer see him here. So I make it as far as this, and I'm like,
I'm just gonna kind of look in his direction, look at Little Spout, and say, "What's his problem?"
Little Spout is busy going, looking for the exit.
I want to point out that David, if you are cornered, you begin cowering. You are in a corner.
No! No, make it go
I am
away!
so sorry. I didn't realize how powerful this spell was.
No!
And it is Ivory Drop's turn. Kind of comes around the corner over here. What? What are you whining about? And she kind of like goes around the corner. And she just sees
Make it go away!
She sees the retreating image of Steady Shoot. She kind of rolls her eyes, and then looks toward Isdell, who seems to be making Little Spout just lose her shit. And she just kind of goes right over here next to Little Spout. Don't look at it; it'll be okay. Gonna pat, something like a very friendly way, but still giving Isdell a very dirty look in the process. Darkfire.
Alrighty, this wasp swarm is moving another 80 feet.
He's just somewhere else.
Yeah, well, that's the only reason I have to keep the initiative going is because he's in the midst of battle.
Yeah,
Nice.
I'm sorry. And then, let's see. Then this spider swarm moves the rest of the 15 feet to this. Imagine these are, yep, also diminutive vermin. So I will now, as the spiders start trying to move through this past this door the way the wasps would have.
It will still take you about a minute.
Yep.
Start counting your rounds. Start answer.
What?
Is there anything you are doing on
Why are they all running from you?
Are you saying that to me?
Yes.
Isdell legitimately forgot he cast that. He's like, I might have cast something, maybe? I don't know.
I do not know. He casted a damn fear spell upon them or something of that nature.
I don't know. Someone wasn't attacking me.
You certainly tried to make me succumb to it, as if I would be scared of some cat like you.
Is this really the place to be doing this?
She kind of shrugs.
Isdell also just kind of
I
shrugs.
was merely defending myself. I did not make the first strike, and she points toward Isdell. He did, with his damn snowball. And,
Am I going to have to put you in separate corners?
and the person that you guys have just rescued just kind of chuckles. There. Let's all be friends. Isdell, I believe your name is, at least from what I heard. Would you like to stick with me?
I just kind of shrug. Why not?
All right. Go to the golem. Now, things have dispersed. Generally, there's just a skeleton in the room with spiders all over it.
Yeah.
Slowly, you just start seeing him deactivate again. He takes 5 foot to this corner.
I am not interested in spiders. Mew.
Alrighty.
All right. And I believe that would be initiative. Done.
Alrighty. Yeah. If I'm remembering correctly, all the stuff I was doing kind of happened before their combat. Would this wasp swarm be getting there right as they're finishing?
Well, no. So that initiative was just kind of going on at the same time once you had gotten there. Yep.
By the way, wasp swarm moves through this.
You got little secret entrance.
Yep.
There you go.
Are there going to be like more wasps coming through that vent?
Yep. After just a second,
Yeah.
you do start hearing, and not hellish ones, but normal wasps just start kind of floating through.
Well, there's a problem. The wasp swarm is a mass of many thousands of angry stinging wasps that apparently like eating meat.
I'm assuming Little Spout has at this point recovered from her fear. It's like a minute has passed. Yes, no, maybe.
I would say after a few minutes of cowering, you just kind of, oh wait,
All right.
that's just Isdell.
Well,
I heard about that, so I
It's
stood
11
behind
rounds.
the wall, getting more and more annoyed at him.
Yes. So at that point, then Little Spout peeks up. Ah, more wasps! She bounces to her hose. Don't worry, I have this.
Oh dear.
And the Sphinx kind of grabs your paw. Oh, she's gonna do it. Move out of the way. And he kind of grabs and like starts pulling you this way.
Yep.
If you
Yes, get out of the way.
Isdell, he's pulling you this way.
Okay.
Tug.
Also, I can't see anything a little closer. Why is everything so dark?
What?
Your eyes are closed.
There it is. No, my eyes are not closed. Wait. Little Spout squints at the wasp, who have not come to devour her flesh, or any of her friends' flesh, which is a bit weird for wasp, as far as she is concerned. I mean, what are they doing? Are they just sort of floating there? That's just weird.
So you can control them as you wish, right, Darkfire? Darkfire?
Sorry, I just remembered I'm still on push to talk. Let me fix that real quick.
Oh, that would do it.
Because a funny thought just came to me. Can you spell out words with the wasps?
Yes. Yeah, because... Alright. Yeah, I have all their... But they also bear a tiny portion of my consciousness that allows me to perceive what they do and to control their actions.
Oh boy.
Well, Little Spout is ready to exact horrible damage upon them.
Yeah, so they came out and they said, wait! Like with 3 exclamation points. They formed.
I imagine they don't say wait, because wasps don't do that.
Amazingly as ever, you just start seeing these wasps that come in. They don't move from that square. You just start seeing them swirl around into the giant words in Sylvan that just say, wait, exclamation point, exclamation point. But they didn't have enough wasps.
Little
So they
spat.
forgot on the third exclamation point, but the message is still there.
Little Spout gives a slow blink. That's not normal, she says, pointing at it.
He goes, no, comma, it's not. And I kind of buzz. It's me, Darkfire.
Little Spout taps her chin and then nods. I think you should give up on the grammar. You don't have that many bees.
Hey, druids.
Wait, is this a druid thing?
Of course it is. Look, he is transformed into some kind of waspy thing. Of all
I
places.
just realized that the only other class that can even cast this spell is Witch.
But he's not a wasp. Wait.
So
Squint. I didn't know you could turn into a bunch of things. That's cheating.
I wonder if he can make us some honey, so we can sweeten that cat's attitude.
at this point the wasps kind of like form into like an emote of two eyes with one eyebrow raised. And looking at Spirit, and it's kind of like not bees, except it puts it goes NOT, but then BZ.
Not bees.
And
It's not easy being busy.
It's the bee movie, but wasps.
and
And all the actors are the same guy.
they had to cast this spell defensively because of Iron Golem. And I say, that way, pointing back into this vent.
So you start spelling out all of these things, and Little Spouse is like tilting her head, trying to keep up. Oh, did you say Gollum?
You hear a it's kind of a affirmation.
At this point, I will look toward the Sphinx. Do you want out of here, or are you coming along? Because this sounds like it might be dangerous.
It sounds like it might be adventure! Little Spout clapping. Clap, clap, clap.
You're not negating my point.
He looks around. Well, I could, I wouldn't mind traveling so long as I'm with you. And he kind of shrugs. You guys seem at least like you know what you're doing, and you had killed that thing that was keeping me here.
There are no assurances, says Little Spout as she begins pronking along. Boink.
And Pingwing kind of
Fine.
turns around. I can heal if need be. And kind of holds up a claw. Aha! I know the healing arts. And he kind of opens his book. See? And he kind of.
Ah, you're running me over.
Oh, sorry. My bad.
I thought hovering in the air I would be safe from that, but no.
And the Sphinx just kind of claps his paws together. Well, then it's settled then. I'll travel with you, but I'll make sure to stay as safe as I can.
Do you have a library card that's good for this area?
He kind of pulls out his own. Unfortunately, they don't just give out library cards for this area.
Well, they should, says Little Spout, moving in.
It's a restricted section, after all. Lots of darker magic is in this place.
Well, if you don't know what the dark magic is, how do you know to avoid it?
Kind of shrugs. Exactly what I was thinking.
And besides, Little Spout then loops back on herself and pulls out her library card and turns it around looking for, like, any instructions on it.
There is no instructions upon the library card. It's mainly just a...
See, library card doesn't say we shouldn't be in here, so...
No, I don't think you're supposed to be in here regardless, and he kind of points to you. They don't really, like, ponies, I guess you might say. Anything other than sphinxes, anyway. And Spirit just kind of...
Hey, I noticed.
I've noticed.
Yeah.
What are you talking about, says Little Spout. This is just an illusion to fit in with these guys. Look! Suddenly Little Spout is a sphinx.
Kind of pushes a small bit of his glasses up on his nose. Quite adorable, I gotta say.
Oh yeah, didn't the line that I was just temporarily transformed work too.
But yes, I mean, see, Little Spout then holds out her library card, which has the picture of that Sphinx.
You see another buzz on your library card, and then a couple of moments later, a small words appear on it. Still unable to deliver book in current location.
Little Spout is disappointed. But she puts the library card. Actually, wait. She holds up the library card and says, "All right, you can stop trying to deliver it."
And just a minute, a couple moments later, book delivery canceled, and a little check mark appears, and then it goes back to normal.
Yay! My library card's happy.
Okay then.
It's like cell phone reception. I'm just realizing. Just gonna keep retrying when you have a better network.
What do you mean my SMS won't send? No!
But with that, Spirit just kind of she looks toward this bottom door right over here, which kind of leads into that room that you guys had seen those golems in. What are we going to do about those giant things in that room?
Little Spout still has no idea what anybody is talking about, but she heard something about golems. Golems are her friend.
There are golems in this room, right over there, Little Spout. She kind of looks back. Little Spout, where did she go? And she looks back. Hey, she went at it alone again, didn't she?
Little Spout sees the golem and waves and speaks in Terran. Hello!
It's an iron golem, right?
Oh, what
I think it was an iron golem.
No, the ones that you see in that room. Do you see any of them?
I see a golem over here. Look,
I had seen them before.
Yeah.
I currently can't see them.
They are definitely not iron golems, the one that you see, Little Spout.
Oh, I see another one down here.
Yeah, you see clay golems.
Oh, well, either way, Little Spout will still wave and in turn go, hello!
Do clay golems like
the
ice?
eyes of the ones that you see that's already yellow turn red, and they turn their head towards you, Little Spout. He doesn't move.
Little Spout.
They do that.
So Little Spout tilts her head. Did you read? And she gives the title of the romance book involving tectonic movements.
And
it was a real page turner.
And you as you kind of are saying that, you start hearing. You don't get a response, but you do start hearing more movement of what sounds to be rocks and clay, just kind of like grinding against each other.
And now I'm like picturing them and like slowly picking up and sharpening their axe as she's just smiling.
Alrighty, Oh.
Do you get bored in here? Oh, hey, bees! Oh wait, no, wasps, bees, whatever.
You just supposed to wasps.
As you kind of no, Darkfire, don't go too far. Don't go too far. Don't you do it. As you get right here.
Stop right there, criminal scum.
Yes. Right. Sorry. Here.
Uh-oh.
All of the golems at once. Like they were just kind of standing there, like stationary. All turn towards you with red eyes. Bong. Bong.
Oh, these ones care about swarms.
Bong.
That's not good.
They don't make any other moves besides that.
Little Spout raises a hoof. You have to ask permission before you go charging into their room. That's just polite. What if they're changing?
So what?
It's like I feel like they're here for a purpose, and I don't want to attack them, but I also want to learn things.
The if anything, just kind of percepting things around the room. You do notice that this section of the room does have to do with construct creation.
Oh.
Golem creation?
Yep.
I mean, that makes sense.
I go over to Ivory Drop. You're an expert on golems, right?
Looks up. And she kind of puts a hoof to the back of her head. I wouldn't say expert. And she blushes. The biggest blush.
That's the best. It's the best. Is the best.
Best kind of
Okay,
blush.
so is this Ivory Shoot or Steady Drop?
Ivory Shoot. I prefer shoot to steady.
Ivory Shoot it is.
Right.
Nice.
The ship has been christened and now can set sail.
That's what I wanted. Steady is good, but shoot is what I like the most.
Okay.
Just imagining Little Spout doing that thing where you send off a boat by cracking like a bottle against it.
I'm gonna try something.
Life is good. Alright, but Little Spout is still waving excitedly at the golems, trying to get their attention and engage them in stimulating conversation.
They don't seem to be paying attention to you at all anymore, and they're now solely focused on the wasps. However, a second later, Darkfire, specifically you, start seeing the door handle just slowly turn.
Which one?
The upper north one.
Okay.
And,
Wait, like that
and-
one?
Yeah, and the handle turns, and boop. Door opens. You spy Spirit, who peeks into the room, and then stops.
Little Spout waves, hello!
And as Spirit gets to right here, all of the golems turn toward her.
I kind of fly a little further in front of her, like to there.
And they focus back on you.
You're infringing on their territory.
And Spirit just freezes in place, and she looks toward you, Little Spout, specifically, because she kind of can see you just barely, just your hoof, and takes her just a moment. Little Spout, do not move into this room.
Okay, she says. Not moving into the
I kind of form words one at a time in front of Spirit, and I just say, "Stupid idea incoming."
Those are the best kind!
Spirit just.
Or do we do anything else?
Spirit just. She doesn't move. She gives you that look of, oh boy, this is going to kill us all, isn't it?
Oh yeah. My swarm of 1,000 splits into 3 groups, and then they cover the heads of each golem so they can't see. If I can't do that.
I mean, you could impede movement, but you couldn't like make somebody actually blind.
Yeah.
All right, I wasn't sure.
That and they have
All right,
DR
well,
10.
I'm just-
that and they have DR just from the thing that they're made out of. So even stinging, like
I wasn't stinging.
just like poking at their eyes and like trying to like get them to close them or distract them, it wouldn't do much.
Okay, then I'll just sit here.
And I bet they have all the fortitude saves for days to ignore your distraction.
And like I mean, Spirit sees like the bees split up, go across the head. They don't really turn. Like one of them turns their head like.
No, I
right.
just sit here.
That's fair. The things that is accompanying you is they'll just gestures.
Little Spout gets a stupid idea. Those are the best
Wait,
kind. Right?
who gestured to me?
The Sphinx that you're traveling with. I want to go see what they're on about. Kind of seeing the golems, he wants to go toward the back where Spirit had mentioned Little Spout in that direction.
Okay, boink, boink.
So Little Spout is going to create a bookshelf. Boom. Right there.
What's going on?
An illusory bookshelf. It will, of course, have like pretty much all exactly the same book. As Little Spout can't imagine so many different kinds of books. But it just go right across the room. No sound.
It's all Geolithic romance novels.
Nice. It goes from the floor straight up to the ceiling, just blocking line of sight. It's totally an illusion.
The ceiling in this room is a few hundred feet high, just like the one up to the one room Half.
Okay, well, let me see how high I can make it. I mean, I suppose as long as it's over their heads, it's pretty much fine. We're just cutting off their line of sight.
Does it allow
Looking
spell?
thing.
Does that spell-like ability allow spell resistance?
Solid Image does not have spell resistance. And it only allows a save if you interact with it. So if they go, oh no, there's a wall, and start crashing against it, if that's what they would normally do if there was something near a wall, then they would get will saves. But other than that, no. It's...
Jeez. Oof.
And there it is. It's 4 10-foot cubes plus a 10-foot cube per... Yeah, I can make a really, really tall bookshelf. Very easily.
Mm-hmm.
And like all at once, these golems reach their hand, like reach a fist back and punch straight through the bookcase. Their eyes go yellow.
Well, I mean, since this bookcase is not real, they're going to go straight through it, but
Yeah.
they get will saves to realize that, wait a second.
I need to make a character. Haha, where's their will on here? Look it up.
Little Spout will attempt to create realistic battle damage. Since she is concentrating on it.
Oh.
It's like they punch it and a great big hole comes out of it.
And what's your DC?
Oh, 21. I'm pretty sure that... Yeah, the DC was 19.
Gotcha.
So one of them knows it's a fake.
And this golem steps right in the middle of it. Like, turns his head to look at you, Little Spout. And it turns red.
Well,
once
Little Spout is still doing nothing, looking innocent. What? No, what?
It's giving you the
I
look
had
of-
nothing to do with that.
It's giving you the look of, yeah, I know you. But it really...
Oh god, the golems have spellcraft! Yes, Little Spout does indeed like to cheese with her no component illusionary abilities, because that's just amazing.
Alright. So what are you guys doing past there? Oh,
Little Spout will let the wall kind of fade away.
Alright. And Isdell, the Sphinx brings
Yes.
you
Goodbye.
and just kind of... Like, he seems to bring his voice down just a little bit. Just wanted to bring you away from some of the others. Are you alright?
There's a lot going on, and I would just really like to get out of here.
What's going on?
We can talk after we kill the thing that might kill us all.
Oh, I'm sure you just killed him. And it kind of motions to where that demon that you guys had killed was from.
Not that. As I step past him and go towards Little Spout.
If you can find me. Oh, you found me. Little Spout is floating in the air, looking mischievous. As you do.
Looking normal.
She looks like a Little Spout. What is different? Well, the golems aren't moving from their position.
Little Spout is now confused.
They just are looking at you with, or the one that had stepped forward from the middle there is like looking at you with as much distaste as a golem can without expression.
It would not be proper to start smashing library property, so maybe we should look for other ways. And maybe come back here if we can't find anything else. I don't want them to take my library card.
The Sphinx kind of looks onward. Well, see? suppose that resolved itself then. Maybe now you can tell me? Kind of looks curiously onward towards you, Isdal.
Who does? What does?
The Sphinx. He's asked. He's pretty much has said, "Oh, well, you guys don't look like you're going to go after it, so now seems like a good time as any."
Okay.
Now I just casually walk away.
I'm ignoring you.
I'm not gonna tell someone I just met my entire life secrets.
Well, I mean, that sounds like a personal problem. Wait. Who did that?
That was
Come
me.
on, you can talk to me.
Somebody trapped the thing.
Oh.
Yeah, way on the other side of the map.
Oh, you did it. You did it to him. Give me a reflex save. This is why I like this API.
This is an area of effect, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Oh boy, there goes that.
Apparently, stepping in front of these doors is a trap.
Some of them, yes.
See?
It seems
This is why Little Spout was looking at the door.
there's a decent amount of arcane eyes that seem to have sprouted out from the traps that you guys have triggered thus far. Ooh, that was acid spray. Nice, reflex save.
Just a moment.
You can do it.
Alright. Spider Swarm, reflex. Uh-oh.
And that was enough. So you will take, and it's 1.5 times damage, right, David?
Yes.
Well, you will more than likely kill it.
And you save against that increased damage.
Alright. So let me roll this really quick. This is the damage.
It's dead because
gosh,
Spider
what have you
Swarm
done?
has 9 health.
Oof. Alright.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It doesn't even matter if you did save.
Yeah, the 14d6 would definitely. Even if they all
That
roll
was a-
ones.
Not good.
Well, it's a good thing there's still more swarms.
Yeah.
Wonk.
As we can see by this demonstration, the B movie is indeed better than the Ant movie.
If the golem is still watching my body, it sees a little bit of muscles and meat start growing back on the bones.
That is gruesome. Alright. The golem's eyes are still yellow.
Are there any kind of similar holes around this door here?
Which one?
By Start Answer.
Oh, sorry. I have to move around the map.
Yeah.
That specific one, if I open up my next right here, see? That room. Oh. And
Little Spout was staring at her door. She got a 27.
it does seem to be rather stuck.
Alright, so no openings
that
around
was
it?
actually, no, not stuck. My bad. But it does seem to be floor to ceiling. It would just be just like the last one, where it would take about a minute to get through. But you can do it.
Alright, I'll spend some time doing that.
Wait, are you opening a door as a swarm?
No, there's little holes that I can move.
Oh, you're slipping around it. Okay.
Yeah.
And the Sphinx is poking as though, like, he just kind of... He's trying to be polite about it. Come on. Tell me.
Little Spout glances over. Wait, are you two having a special thing?
Just want to make
When
sure
your loved one is dead, let me know.
He kind of,
Little Spout blinks, thinking that's referring to her. He better not be dead!
kind of pulls his paw back away. Yikes. Wonder if I can help him out. You kind of see the Sphinx rummage in his bag just for a second that he has on him. It's a little bit in tatters, but a spell scroll. He kind of pulls just the top of a spell scroll out. Wonder.
Ooh, a scroll. What is it? Says Little Spout, leading.
He kind of puts it back in the bag. Oh, nothing. I just wonder if this will help him out with his problem.
What does it do?
He whispers only to you in his ear.
That's when secrets happen. Little Spout's eyes go wide. Oh, wow, that's kind of expensive.
And he nods.
I mean, wow, he must really like him. Little Spout's not that good at whispering unless she's really trying, so that's about as quiet as she gets.
It saved me. I remember nods. You can get his doll over here. I'd be more than happy to help him out with it.
Little Spout taps at her chin. Estelle! Estelle!
Yes.
Hello!
And,
He has a gift for you. It's really nice.
And Sphinx just kind of nods in the way that thank you for bringing him over here. And the Sphinx just kind of brings you along over here. They could show you his goods.
Yes, I have everything you want if you have the rupees.
What kind of hero will you be? Only you can decide.
1 second.
Estelle glares at him suspiciously, but he has no idea what he's looking for.
I mean, he looks like genuine. He's just trying to bring you over here. It's more like the motive you get from that is he's pretty much saying like, thank you to Little Spout. And just, it's not really like a shoo away, but it's like he wants to make this more of a private ordeal.
Mm-hmm.
Little Spout is busy giggling to herself because she thinks that like romance is obviously in the air.
And
And she would not stand in the way of that.
The Sphinx seems like kind of rather hesitant, as if like he really like didn't want. He's like really considering doing this, like what he was doing, and eventually you see him pull out a spell scroll.
Oh, actually, just to make it even better, Little Spout raises up her hooves and makes a like closing motion with them, and a like shower curtain just kind of goes shh in front of her. Of course, she knows it's an illusion, so she can see through it.
And he shows you, Isdell, a spell scroll. And he kind of it's still rolled up, and he kind of looks to you. I mean, no, I know he might be gone, but I maybe bring him back. It kind of points to the scroll. I kind of found this way deep within here, which is kind of why I've been trying to get out, but had some trouble.
Okay, Isdell looks at it.
And he unravels it. It's a very, very, very complicated spell upon the scroll.
What do I need to roll to figure out what it is?
Spellcraft? And,
Or if you have the read magic cantrip, then you can use that and get it automatically. What?
I don't have that.
Oh, well.
What's the DC for spellcraft on that? Is it just... Sorry, I keep forgetting.
No, 1 second. I believe that's just the standard identification thing.
Yep.
I just forgot what the standard
Which
was.
is, I'm looking 15 plus items caster level.
Ah.
Yeah, something like that.
Oh, nice.
Oh, deciphering a scroll is actually easier. It's just 20 plus spell.
In that case,
Oh, that's still not good enough. Possibly.
I'm gonna say this is one of those moments where a nat 20 would kind of reveal things.
I mean, if I could use magic device on it, I could easily get that because that's a plus 17. But
Or you can always
without
say it's the
knowing
answer.
what it,
I know.
without even knowing what it is, you'll just read it off and Please, something good will happen. Wait,
And holding it up, it was a couple things on it that kind of firstly gave away its nature. The spell itself, just kind of going over it, does seem to be of a universal school. It has all of the different markings from like the buildings that you guys had seen above, or seen not above, in the material plane, in the college, and then reading kind of further along those lines, deciphering it together. You do manage to see that this is indeed a scroll of wish.
Oh, you cut out right as you were saying that.
You do manage to see that it was a scroll of wish.
Oh man.
Oh,
It's kind of it gives a small chuckle seeing, your eyes go wide with the realization from that roll, and just kind of gives a small, almost like shy-ish chuckle to himself. Yeah, you can see why he probably wanted me. I can activate it. It's kind of I don't want to say it's attuned to me, but I can certainly help you with your problem. You just place a paw right on here. We'll get it all done.
That's oddly willing.
Technical difficulties, please stand by.
See, if I was playing a different character, I would have a different response. Meanwhile, Little Spot's just giggling behind her illusory
Just
back.
like hose
Do I
hose to the mouth, just.
do I make my way through this door?
Yeah. Sorry, I put you in door purgatory while you were doing that.
Yeah.
That's the worst.
And you see another door.
Wow.
No.
Man. Okay, it's time. Okay.
I'm just gonna roll this just for shits and giggles. Just I couldn't hold on. I just can't roll it.
DC activated scrolls caster level +1.
Oh, he's certainly going to help you activate it. He just needs
Caster level check.
he would just have you set your paw upon it to help make whatever wish that you were going to do, like help you be able to.
Here's the problem with that.
Okay. I have the storm start going back through that door.
What was that? Oh, you're going back through the door.
Yep, and then the spider swarm that's on my skeleton starts. I basically order all the swarms to return to my body. So this spider swarm disappears and some more flesh and meat grows back on my bones. Quite a substantial amount, so I'm like 66% back.
Nice.
So
Eyes are
it's a
still
little
yellow.
gross.
Hey,
Damn
Duck,
you,
I just
loading
figured out,
bar.
Duck, I just figured out how to get my charisma to 40, by the way.
What?
What the shit? No, stop.
Wish spells.
You can only
that
get
gets
to
you
a
up-
+5 inherent bonus.
Yes.
Right, I can already get it to 35. Or plus
Oh.
35, sorry. But I can get it up to plus 37 or 38 with that.
So anyway,
Anyways, here's the problem. Here's the problem with that. How would the wish spell be able to do that? The wish spell it would be closest to revive the dead, but I don't know if he's actually dead. Everything I've read suggests that he's dead because I had to die to get there.
And did you are you telling him this?
I mean, yeah, Isdel's just ranting out loud because he's like, how the hell is this going to work? Because he knows what a wish spell is, obviously. He grew up reading sorcery books.
And he just the Sphinx just kind of gives a smile. The amazing part about wish, it's a wish, and boop, comes true. And it gives a shrug. Magic is such a wonderful thing.
the little spout pulls open her curtain. Now, of course, she's actually making that noise with her mouth. She leans for a little bit. Why don't you wish for him to be here? Then, even if he's still dead, you can do something about it. Then closes it. The giggling resumes.
What would be the limitations of this wish spells then? Because obviously, if we can at least bring him back, then he's there, but we still have no idea where he is. I don't think you can teleport people with teleport him here at the same time.
Well, I mean, Little Spell suggested teleport him here even if he happens to be a dead body. And then, you can do things with a dead body.
Right.
All kinds of things.
Yeah, Little Spell.
Okay, listen here.
Lastada actually does not approve that.
that took such a bad turn.
Wait, all it would take to teleport him here is like some of his fur, right?
I mean,
that way we can
No.
confirm. What...
It's a wish spell.
No, I know, but just to make sure.
Like, yeah, you don't need anything for a
Oh,
wish spell. You just wish. Like, that's the long and short of it.
I mean, Wish does have some mechanics behind it, though it also has the caveat, the GM gets this. But basically, like, it can produce any Sorcerer Wizard spell of 8th level or lower, any not Sorcerer Wizard spell of 7th level or lower. They can do other things even if it belongs to your opposition schools, but who cares? You don't have any opposition schools. It can undo the harmful effects of any other spell. You can do that inherent bonus thing. Remove injuries and afflictions. It can revive the dead. Transport.
When we use the spell scroll, how many people can we transport at once?
If you're transporting travelers, a wish can lift one creature per caster level from anywhere on any plane in any place. Those creatures anywhere else on any plane. What?
If we're using it from a scroll, how many can we use? Or
the caster level scroll.
I was literally telling you what Wish does.
No, I'm on the Wish page.
Cool. Does it say
I meant from a scroll perspective.
Yes. Okay. What level is required to learn Wish?
17.
Yeah.
Okay,
so it's probably a 17th level spell.
So it'd be a CL17 scroll.
Yes.
Assuming it's unless you're told otherwise, assuming it's the minimum level to be able to have the spell in your list.
So I'm still trying to figure out why that actually matters because we don't have close to that many people.
Isdell yells out the top of his lungs, Darkfire, get in here now.
Darkfire is nowhere around you to be able to hear this.
Well, I mean, I am a wasp swarm that's halfway through a door. Well, wait, no, I think at this point I would have been through the door.
Yeah.
Just gotta
Darkfire, I choose you!
I was from the side so that it doesn't trigger a trap, hopefully, going to open that door, if possible.
I just tell him, hold here a second, and I run to go find him.
You find the door
Okay.
covered in wasps. I need you to do that thing where you make my camera zoom to wherever this wasp swarm is, because I've lost it in the blackness of this map.
Hang on 1 second. I just heard that you were making it go back to your body.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, I just kind of deleted it from the map because I assumed you were going back. So you would be about...
Oh, I see.
Yeah. You would be about right at this school thing. Sorry, I'm moving you around. Just gotta set you down for a second.
Okay.
Right there.
So... Oh. I'm that far away, huh? Do I barely hear him kind of through the vents and whatnot?
I mean, you can certainly give me a perception.
Alright. I'd use my perception for that, right?
The wisdom thing, right?
Yes.
All your mental scores.
Okay, just making absolutely sure. Wow, that's a low roll.
I mean, you hear from the distance.
You just the whole swarm of shrugs just kind of simultaneously shrug.
Wait. Can I use ghost sound to make someone yelling at the sound of a dragon, at the volume of a dragon roaring?
I mean, yes, but it wouldn't have any words.
No, at the volume of a dragon roaring. Ghost sound can do speech, can't it?
I thought it couldn't. Let me just check to be sure.
Talking, singing, shouting, walking, marching, and running sounds can be created.
Alright, after a bit, my wasp swarm gets there and moves through. the spider swarm disappears, and then
No, you can make something that sounds like talking, like literally like somebody just put on some background noise of just talking, or shouting, or a lion roaring, but it's not a specific message. It's just
Okay.
the sound of that.
Okay.
Like, have you ever been in a busy place and there's lots of
Yes.
talking? You can't actually understand any of it. That's the sound of talking.
all right, Ducky.
Yep.
So wasp swarm moves through that. The spider swarm disappears, and I basically make a plan that I'm going to have the wasp swarm remerge with my body, and then I'm going to immediately turn into a raven and go back through that air thing I just came through.
Boop. And I mean, it briefly, the eyes briefly turn yellow, look to you, and then turn red. But you have more than enough time before it stands up to you.
Run away!
Oh, thank goodness.
Run all the way.
I didn't want to die like that.
To put it into
All right.
perspective, I believe you guys know this from previous encounters with these. That's a CR-13 monster.
Nah, I can handle it.
All right, so it takes me probably a minute or two, but oh, I'm there now. So probably about a minute, and by the time I'm flying back to join the group.
Meanwhile, Little Spout is still bouncing up and down. She has banished the curtain since he ran off and then came back.
Have you made your decision to see if you could bring his
We
body
need
back?
we need to wait. We need to wait for Darkfire. We
Oh, yeah,
have
he
to
never
wait for
met
Darkfire.
me actually because I like disappeared. All I was to him was
The
a
Phoenix
cloud
Wolf.
of dust. He only saw me as a cloud of dust. Now that I think about it.
But it was
It's
such a
very
great
important that we
time.
wait for him.
All right, I
And
kind
I
of like
kind of
hop through this vent and sprout. Oh wait,
I kind of yelled again, Darkfire, where are you?
Scooby Dooby Doo.
I moved you through the place, Darkfire. You're free to move.
Yeah, I know. Sorry, I was just planning a thing and then just kind of hopping because it's about that point I heard you through this door. Kind of fly to here, and then I return to normal.
That's the worst that could happen.
Yes.
We can bring
By
both
the way-
Ansel and your sister here now. We can get them both here.
Oh, by the way, real quick, does this Sphinx have an illusion on him? Because I can save on illusions as soon as I see them.
Yes,
He does have an illusion on him?
he does.
Oh.
I feel like the better answer would be make your save and I'll tell you afterwards.
Okay, it's a will save, right?
Yes.
Yes.
I never told you the nature of the illusion.
It's always a will save, disbelieve in illusion.
Okay, because it's the automatic bonus progression thing lets me save if I simply see an illusion to instead of having to interact with it.
His bag is definitely a lot smaller than it looks like to most people's. Just made it look a little bit bigger.
It's smaller than it looks.
Yeah, it looks like he's just using minor illusion on his bag. Makes it look a little bit bigger to fit his body.
To fit his body.
It looks more like a side satchel. Like to you,
Oh, okay.
Darkfire. Yeah.
What about the scroll he's holding?
The scroll is just still a scroll.
And I kind of look at him.
Oh, I identified
the
the scroll.
Sphinx. I don't believe I was ever introduced.
I don't know his name. Whoa.
Whoops.
You guys had asked his name before. His name was Abraxas.
This is Abraxas. He apparently has a Swish scroll. We could use it to teleport both Ansel and your sister here at their bodies here at the same time, and worry about reviving them at a later point in time.
I see. Give me just a moment. I'm gonna look at him, see if his body language or whatever seems at all suspicious.
Really doesn't seem suspicious at all.
Okay. So I just wonder. So wait, it's just a side saddle, right?
Yeah, like it's just like he could dismiss it at any time. It would just look more like a side satchel. He just seems to have a minor illusion going on with his bag. Just makes it look a little bit bigger, like a normal bag would. He just has the opening on top. Just
I'm just wondering, why do you have a minor illusion on your bag?
He kind of looks a bit. Oh, the demon that you guys had killed to kind of. He was only keeping me here because he thought I had a lot of stuff, so I had to make the bag look bigger. I can just make that go away, and he kind of gives a wave of his paw, and the bag goes back to being how it normally is. It's just a little side satchel. It was just kind of a save my butt kind of thing, you know?
Is that a lie?
Does not seem to be.
Uh-huh. Right. So, wait, you're saying that you have a scroll here? A wish scroll?
Yeah, and he kind of opens it up. It was kind of one of the things that he wanted. I was just trying to keep it from him. Found it deeper within.
Why are you so? If you're so desperate to get this scroll, why are you so willing to use it for us?
Well, he kind of saved my life, and he kind of gestures around to the place. Much rather use it to help somebody rather than for my own gain if I wasn't going to have anything to gain to begin with.
Is that a lie?
Oh my god.
Yeah, you guys are really suspicious. It does not seem to be.
It's my nature. Huh?
It does not seem to be a lie, no.
Okay. Okay, I apologize if I seem to be a little suspicious. It's kind of a thing of the trade of adventuring.
It's certainly an admirable trait still. I do at least value your honesty for, your honesty. He just kind of nods. But I'm just here to help, I promise.
And I turn to Isdo. This seems genuine, but wish spells are a bit finicky and you have to word them right. I mean, we had an entire class in there about how you word on the syntax of a wish spell.
Yes. So we just need to figure out how to word it. Do we need to make some sort of legal document looking to make sure this goes right?
I mean, it is a wish spell and not a genie.
Yeah.
Just imagine we call in a lawyer and get this whole legal document.
I only have what I would normally do if I did a wish spell is like if I stuck to really strict wish.
He kind of like looks over to where you guys first came in, and even if we did get out of here, it's probably not the best idea to flaunt this around, especially we're not supposed to be in here in the first place. And he kind of gives a shrug.
So,
and since it's a scroll, we don't need the component for it, right?
Correct.
But
so if we were to...
Okay.
Oh, shut up! I didn't ask you to do that!
I look at Abraxas again, and I ask him, so then with this, we could bring two people whose souls are stuck in a soul prison. We could bring their bodies here.
Would you like to give it a go? And he kind of sets the scroll down. Probably need your paw on there too, Darkfire. That's your name, right? He kind of looks, leave.
Yes. Why would it need both of us? I can't even cast that spell.
No, but it would help me be able to cast it with you guys. Kind of gestures down. I believe you both are spellcasters, right?
Yes.
Kind of lays the wish scroll down, spreads it out. All right, and he puts his own paw on it. He looks up to you guys. Ready when you are.
Now, from what you've told me of this soul prison, Isdell, is that it places the soul of another into the body of our...
No.
Okay. I couldn't...
Because my body wasn't taken over while I was there.
That's right. So how should we word this then?
Isn't that the 25,000 gold piece question? Well, if it's transport travelers, place creatures anywhere else. If we say to bring those two here to our current location at our current time,
Well,
just in
could I
case.
make a spellcraft check to kind of, since I know it's, I'm asking to make a spellcraft check because I can't actually cast the spell, but I may have studied it at some point. Can I go ahead and make one?
Just, yeah, go for it. What are you spellcrafting? Just
To figure out, like, if I know the exact details of this spell. Because I, the player, am reading the thing for it. Since it's not a druid spell, I wouldn't figure that Darkfire really knows about it unless I make a good spellcraft check.
go for it. I mean, maybe not the details. You certainly know what the spell is rumored to do. Maybe not like this very specifics.
I can't quite remember, but wasn't there an aspect of the spell that could bring another creature to somewhere else on a plane?
Yes, you can transport people with it.
Do you think that would work on bodies?
The Sphinx kind of pipes up. Oh, certainly. Wish spell can do really anything you want. Kind of gives a shrug.
I suppose that's why it's called Wish.
You mean
But
anything
we just-
you wish?
Oh.
We just cannot
Those
do
we're
both.
done. We're done here.
We just cannot do both the bodies and the souls at the same time. So we will have to figure out the souls later, but we will have their bodies.
Won't that look a little weird to the people above?
Yeah, that's what illusions are for.
True. Yes, a sack of potatoes.
No, wait a second, says Little Spout, raising a hoof.
Yes, an oppositional opinion. Please state your mind.
Are their souls trapped or something, or are they just dead?
Yes.
From what I scribed and from what I can tell,
Inclusive or yes. Based on my studies here in the library, it could be either. Because Steady Shoot was taken there when he died, but he was killed by the warden of the prison. I was taken there. I'm not quite sure if I died or not. Did I die, DM? Or was my soul transported?
It was pretty much, you went into a state of comatose. So you didn't die, your heart was still beating. The party knew that, like, you know, Ring Dancer specifically, who had seen you keel over, went over, hey, what the hell, wake up, and started pushing you, that kind of thing. Your heart was still beating, but you were not conscious for it.
So we don't know what state they are in, their body-wise, until we bring the bodies here. If they're dead, we can revive them later. If they're not dead, then we need to figure out how to break the spell that is on them that put their souls in the prisons.
But
either way, we
to
need
go
to-
to your family for this, since they're the ones who did it, apparently, according to you, anyway.
If we can't figure out what the spell on them is, yes. But if we can break the spell without that, without needing to go to them, then we can just not go deal with them. Yet.
Okay, real quick question, like out of character since I wasn't here for this. Why are we in the restricted section? Can't believe I didn't make this.
Because Ank is in here.
Yeah, you guys were looking for Ankh.
Oh yeah, him.
Oh yeah, that guy. The lawful good Sphinx that we apparently have a grudge on.
I mean, I'm not sure why you do, but whatever.
I don't know. Actually,
I was here to help Beautiful, and other than that, I don't really care because nothing I want to do is in here. So I'm just helping you guys.
Little Spout is curious. End statement.
It's important
Yeah.
that we rescue the people in the soul prison.
Because the only other people that were in the
Try
soul
not to
prison,
give shifty eyes to Ivory Drop.
right? And that's why I haven't said anything about that. Is because if we bring that Ivory Drop here, we don't want a time paradox. That'd
Right.
be
Well,
bad.
we're not
It could
really.
even exist.
Well, we Ivory Drop is here, so we can't even really talk about it.
Right. I can.
But it's very
We can talk about this through
important.
message.
But it's very important that we rescue her
Right. So we still have to go there.
in the present future.
What?
Right. So we still have to go there. We can't use the wish spell to bring that Ivory Drop here. Because they all have to go to the same location, I think.
I sure.
What a mess.
Whatever. We should probably just figure out the way to word this to bring their bodies here.
Yes.
Figure out if they're dead or not, and see what happens.
Okay. Catch that, Braxis?
And he kind of nods. Yes.
So the wish spell would pretty much go. We wish to bring Anseal and what's your sister's name?
Ashen fire.
And Ashen
Ashen
Fire.
ice. Ashen ice.
Ashen Ice is physical bodies to our location, to our current location and time.
And the Abraxas kind of puts up his claw. And space. Right?
And space. Well,
And,
yes.
Well, you don't want them just to be here in this time. I'm sure they already are. And he kind of rolls his eyes.
No, to our current location in this time.
Oh, okay. That makes
I
sense.
said that.
And he kind of he flattens out the edges of the scroll that had curled up on the edge once more. Well, sounds like good wording to me. Yeah. He puts his paw back onto the wish scroll, leaving room for your two contributions to it. Ready when you are.
Alright.
I put my paw on it.
And I do as well.
I'm old enough to remember second edition Wish. It was entirely remorseless.
This one is remorseless if you try to exceed the normal limits of the wish spell.
Yes.
All right.
I guess we're technically not doing
But
that.
no, I mean the other one took years of your life on when it worked perfectly.
Yeah, but in that edition, haste literally sped up time and you aged faster too.
It's true.
And elves didn't have souls, right? Or was that Winnie?
Wait, they got souls? When did that happen?
3.5?
4.
That's a lie.
I mean,
Fourth edition.
Elves don't have souls. Stop being silly.
Anyways,
I will need a spellcraft from both of you and the Sphinx himself, which I will pull up.
or is it used magic?
you're just gonna be mean about this, aren't you?
Wouldn't it be used magic device?
Oh, okay.
No! No!
Oh, I mean.
Why'd you open your mouth?
Well.
Why would it be used magic device?
What I was going to say is contributing to it. Darkfire, you can roll spellcraft. Isdell, since if you would be uttering the wish, it would be use magic device for you. That is a roll.
I think
Is it
that's
at all
about
possible?
Well, I mean, just to check, does anybody have Wish on their spell list, even if they can't currently cast it?
I don't.
Yes.
I can't.
Pretty sure the
Sarah
answer to that
does.
is no.
But
I do,
she's
yes.
not part of this.
Yes.
You're like off in the other room doing stuff, and I'm over here trying to open a door.
Yeah, I am a sorcerer, so yes.
But I am a druid, so
Wait.
no.
Wish. Oh yeah, that's
Sorcerer
right.
and
Sorcerer gets Wish.
They
So,
have the wizard spell list, so
so you can cast it much more easily. You just have to make a caster level check, I believe.
yeah. 20 or it's the scrolls level +1, so DC 18.
DC 18 caster level check?
Yep.
That's not too bad. So
Yeah,
your caster
Casting
level
from scrolls actually
your
isn't
caster
that
level-
hard.
Oh, so I just have to roll a 7 or higher.
Yes, and there's actually a pretty good chance that you don't immediately explode the screen mess up.
Yeah.
Nice
Yeah. Rolling a 1 is bad, by the way.
Don't do that.
Does my spellcraft like help his roll, or
That's up to the GM.
Yeah, I'm not sure why you have multiple people you making checks, but that's okay. It should be just for the person activating.
Because we're trying to bring multiple bodies. That's why.
yeah? But the thing is
Well, I mean,
bring multiple
That's
bodies.
not really a stretch of its normal function. So.
Yeah, that's just you can cast wish and do this.
Right.
'Cause
Just
it's
for
like-
familiarity is the thing.
Hmm.
So if I have a plus 11 to my caster checks.
And you need an 18. You can do it.
You know what? Just for the heck of it, I'll go ahead and roll that.
And these certainly
What's the
help, by
worst
way.
that could happen?
That's kind of why
Rolling 1.
Darkfire is.
That's
kind
the
of,
worst that could happen.
All right, I'm going to light on my mouse and close my eyes and click.
It's not a 1.
Nice.
Woo! Good job.
All right.
Oh,
And it's just his because all three of you guys have your thing on there.
Was that his caster level check or his spellcraft?
That was his use magic device because it is not on his spell list.
Ah,
Oh, I thought the sorcerer was doing it.
I did it.
Yeah. So yeah.
Everyone's doing it, apparently.
Yeah.
That's
Everybody's
what I was
using
like.
fluff.
Why is everyone
All right.
doing it?
And
Start Answer just suddenly feels a random bout
just
of
to confirm
ex-
what
of
like
help.
while you were casting it was successful, but your wish itself, what was the wording of it? One more time.
To bring Antiel and Ashen Fire's physical bodies
Ash and Ice.
to our current Ashen Ice's physical bodies to our current location and time.
Cool. And as you utter those final words of the spell, you do start seeing, after just a couple moments, just behind the both of your characters respectively, so who you cared about, like bodies start to be forming in those spaces, and as they do, the paper itself starts to glow somewhat of a darker red. Very briefly, both of you feel a small prick on the bottoms of your paws. A little bit of blood goes onto the paper.
There it is.
Yep.
There's the twist.
And you hear a small demonic laugh come from Abraxas as he kind of fades away into
I
nothingness.
fucking
Oh,
knew it.
what?
God damn it! I knew it. Son of a bitch.
The familiar laugh of the Glabzero that you guys had recently killed.
That's why I didn't want to leave.
And with that, we can end session. As
What?
Ashen Ice and Anziel's bodies do in fact materialize behind you, seemingly unconscious, though their chests seem to be moving up and down.
Are we ending early?
Yeah, I'm gonna say actually that's be a good spot for me to stop anyway.
What?
You
We're
didn't
actually
play
leaving in
Texas?
time for me to go to bed normally? Whoa.
Anyway, I'm gonna push the button. I hope you guys do have fun. And say goodbye.
Goodbye.